Live now to the Eastern Free State as we stay in the criminal justice system. Two suspects accused of killing 21-year-old farm manager Brendin Horner continuing their bail application. The pair are appearing in the Senekal Magistrates Court. There are no protests outside court today, unlike Friday's clashes between the economic freedom fighters and other groups. Live now to Senekal. Govan Whittles, good afternoon to you. Many strands to a very, very unusual story. Let's start with one of the accused saying blood found on his trousers was animal blood.
Yeah, he claims that the blood didn't belong to Brendin Horner. Of course, that was seized and has now been taken in for testing. But the way that the blood was discovered is really of interest here. It's found on a pair of trousers that was inside a chest freezer of Mr. Matlamba. He's the first accused, and it was found in the shack that Mr. Matlamba claims he owns, but is mostly used by his brother. Other blood also found on freshly washed clothing that was hanging on the line outside of his shack. And this is important because the state believes that the blood belongs to Brendin Horner and would match the blood that was taken from the scene where Horner was found. Quite a big pool of blood found there. But those results are outstanding at this point. And as the magistrate hopes to make a decision on whether they should be granted bail, the merits of the case and whether or not the defense has put forward a convincing case regarding how this clothing was found and why there was blood on it is quite important. Of course, he says that the sheep was slaughtered at a traditional ceremony that was held close to his home. The investigating officer went into the area and interviewed people about whether or not there was a celebration. They confirmed this occurred, but the person who hosted the party, one of the witnesses, says that she doesn't recall the accused slaughtering the sheep or being present when the sheep was being slaughtered. So at this point, whether or not it was animal's blood or the blood of Brendin Horner is subject to debate and has not been settled.
Then, Govan, another twist. One of the accused claiming that she received a telephone call from police. I'm not sure who that policeman is, but this was the ask, that she should pay 20 to 30,000 rand for him to be released on bail. One assumes then that there is a possible stock theft link here.
Yeah, and that's the link that the defense is trying to make. The investigating officer, Gerard Desmaiberg, also seeming surprised at this information and volunteering to investigate the case if the person, the wife of one of the other accused, comes forward and provides a cell phone so that the call can be traced. At this point, the defense not saying if they had been able to confirm that the person who called was in fact a police officer or which police officer it was, but then making the leap to stock theft based on the dossier handed to Beki Pele last week, which allegedly has evidence of police involvement in stock theft. He's trying to lead the case towards showing that the pair may have been set up by people. He suspects it's the police, the defense attorney, who want them to take the fall for the killing. Of course, there has been rumors in this town, in Paul Rue and Bethlehem, among the farming community, Jeremy, that Brendin Horner was killed in an attempted stock theft robbery gone wrong. And one of the accused had allegedly boasted in a tavern, the state says, that they were attacking a white farmer who was disturbing them from when they were trying to steal stock at the farm of Gilly Skiepers. So a lot of new information, wild and sensational claims being made here. But through all of this, the defense lawyers claiming that the release of the pair wouldn't incite any violence among the community.
Then the investigating officer, Govan, is asked if he can exclude the potential involvement of police in the town of Paul Rue.
Yeah, he says that he can't exclude the fact that police may have been involved in stock theft, as he is also aware of the dossier. But importantly, he says he doesn't have any information backing up this in this regard, and he also doesn't have any information suggesting that what was happening was the pair being set up or framed to cover up a larger stock theft syndicate, which the police minister was told certainly exists in this area. And also the investigating officer, Gerardus Meiberg, saying that at this point he made further inquiries as to when the fingerprints and the blood test results would return so that it could be used in the bail application, and there seems to be a delay. Those fingerprints taken from the bakkie of Brendin Horner, which was recovered about 13 kilometers from where he died, and that also outstanding at this point. These are two very important bits of evidence which could have put the matter to rest in court, but because of the delay, they've opened it up for conjecture and debate.
All right, Govan Whittles live for us in Senekal in the Eastern Free State. We'll